Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of the Auburn Blitz, brought to you by Russell Dewitt Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and Sensagreen for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensagreen. Brett and Faith here with you on this Friday. We're in one of our favorite places.
Yeah, we are. We're at Bunkers. We know it's my favorite place, that's for sure.
Well, the food, as always, we're brought a spread out here. You went with the steak sliders. You know, when it's not broken, don't fix it, right? So you just keep going back to the
every time.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly. Then we had the buffalo chicken dip, and then I had the club sandwich, tots, fries, chips. I mean, this place is awesome. You had a great idea. We do love coming to Bunkers, but it's Masters Week, so why not be in?
I thought it would be a great opportunity to watch some of it, even though I don't watch too much golf. I told Brett that yesterday. He was kind of disappointed in me, but it's okay. But yeah, I thought it would be fun. I could show him my swing has gotten a little bit better. It hasn't, but I thought at least I could show him. But yeah, so it's obviously the vibe here is the best.
It's great. Yeah, it is Masters Week. They'll have specials all weekend. 50% off transfusions, Peachy Palmers, Good Body iced teas, and $1 Jello shots, $1 Busch Light. Also, they have happy hour 5 p.m. to close on Saturday as well. So in honor of Masters Week, they've got all these specials going on. The food's great. They've got 8 billion TVs in here to watch all the different sports that are going on, but they'll have the Masters up a good bit. As you can see behind us, we're kind of in one of the simulation bays. You can come out to Bunkers, bring your friends, your family, just have a great time, rent one of these bays, and be able to just kind of do what you want to do, and they bring the food right here to you. It's pretty cool, man. This is a cool place here on West Glen in downtown Auburn, and like Faith said, the vibe's awesome. All right, so we've had a busy week, and yesterday a little preview of another edition of On the Front Row with Faith. You got to sit down with Brendan Valdez of Auburn Golf, part of the national championship team last year, and just really a great guy. Enjoyed watching you guys talk, and basically you go over what he loves to do outside of golf and kind of his background and all that good stuff. So that'll be another cool episode as we are on the air right now. Your second episode with Sarah Hubbard from gymnastics just came out. Yeah. So we want to encourage everybody to go to our YouTube channel and check that out. And you have had 3 unbelievable interviews so far.
Yeah, I've gotten really lucky that every person that I've gotten to interview so far has been super nice, super personable, able to carry on a conversation. Sometimes that's really hard to find. But yeah, I've had a great time, and it was great talking to Brendan because, again, it is Masters Week, and I know it's going to be a little bit late when it actually goes live next week. But it was fun talking to him. There's, a little bracket competition between the teams. So, it's a real honor that I get to do what I do, but it's so much fun. And again, then I get to come here and eat.
Sometimes we have to pinch ourselves, and but yeah, you'll get to see if Brendan, he made good picks, because when it airs, the Masters will be over. So this was what he thought would happen. So we'll see if he's spot on. So, but Coach Kleinert and the whole golf team, and what a bunch of great people. And went out to the golf facility. How awesome is that place?
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And the green is, like, right now, just the weather that we had today it's been so beautiful because we just had so much rain. But the greens looked so beautiful. Pretty.
Yeah.
And
it's springtime.
Yeah, it is. And there were a few of the other teammates out there and some of the women. So it was great just like being there in that environment and able to, we talked to everybody. Coach Kleiner, when we first got there, Coach Kleiner was out there spraying the weeds. And I was like, I don't think
National champion
this.
golf coach. He's out there with Roundup spraying the weeds in the front. But again,
that's just how humble he is. So.
It really is. I think that's kind of where I was going with it, is that, you know, nothing's above him. He saw that needed to be taken care of. So he's like, hey, hand me the sprayer. Let me go out there and take care of it. So yeah, we love being around people like that. And the golf program is performing well again right now. They're about to go to Savannah, Georgia, and be in a tournament. There's going to be some great teams, but they're poised again, Faith, to challenge for another national championship. And the SEC is so tough. You know, I think in 2 weeks they'll have the SEC championships. I mean, we're already back to postseason play already. It felt like yesterday that we were watching them win the national title out in California.
Trust me, I cannot believe either that it is, because I was there when they all came back and I got to talk to a lot of them. I think that was actually the first time I ever met Brendan, and that literally feels like it was probably a month ago.
Right.
But to know that it's been cold in between those 2 times is crazy. I had to buy my first ever winter coat.
Glad the winter is getting out of here, because I'm tired of it. I'm ready for lake season up on Lake Martin in summer, and we got some cool stuff coming. Our own location shows that'll be on mostly Fridays from starting in May. We'll be coming to you from places like Bunkers. You know, some other places that we're going to announce pretty soon. So kind of be all over the place. Are in and around Lake Martin, going to be here in Auburn. So, boy, you know the summer's going to fly by doing all this stuff. We'll blink. It'll be time. Did I see – is it how many weeks till how many Fridays? 20 Fridays from now?
Until kickoff.
20 Fridays?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean –
I can't believe it.
Yep, a lot going on, and
can't wait to fly out there.
Yeah, we're looking forward to covering that game. You and I'll be heading out to Waco, Texas, and I think that's going to be a highly anticipated game on a Friday, which is really uncommon, unorthodox for SEC teams to play on a Friday, but it is Baylor's home game. And so that's kind of the thing out west and in the Big 12 and all. So they play those games on Friday. You know, there's going to be a lot of storylines as we approach that game. Obviously, Walker White being one of them. And but I think we'll start there, Faith, and carry into the next segment. Really, it's about Auburn. This is not about Walker White transferring or even Baylor being the first game. It's about what kind of team is Auburn going to put on the field this year. It's year 3 for Hugh Freeze. We like Coach Freeze. He's really nice to us when we're at practice. He makes a point to come up and talk to us and spend a few minutes. But he knows this. We know this. It's time to perform now. And he said it in the opening press conference of spring football. He said, look, it's time to win some games. And I saw the over-under line on Auburn that just came out yesterday, 7.5. So over or under 7.5 wins for this Auburn team.
I'm hoping that we're going to be over for sure. I see us going through, I know we talked about it a long time ago, but our first 6 games, you know, we easily could go 3-3.
You're just being real about it. I mean, seriously.
I don't know. If anyone wants to clock me on that, you can. But
it's the truth. I mean, really.
And we saw last year, I mean, we didn't have a bad team at all, but, like, we got so close every single time and just – we did the Auburn thing, and Auburn. Yeah.
Yep.
And we lost it. So it was just like a disappointment. But I think this year the difference is we have talent. Not that we didn't have talent all over the field last year, but I think our talent has grown. And I think
absolutely
last year they talked about a lot with the chemistry together as a team and how that played an impact out on the field. But I think with this team, it is – you've got even more of that chemistry between everybody and the connectivity and that's what we've seen on the field in just spring. And, you know, some people are still very new just coming in January.
Right.
And there's still time in the summer to go out and grab some more people from the portal. But I think with the guys that we've got here in Auburn right now is where the biggest impact the biggest improvement has been made from last year to this year, what I've seen.
Yeah, the roster top to bottom has been rebuilt. A lot more depth, quality of the roster's better. I mean, Jason was on with us on Monday. We talked about that a little bit. And, yeah, there's some places that we got to go fill some gaps. We've got to go specifically defensive line. I think we've got some really good players up there on the defensive line. But in this league, you've got to be 2 and 3 deep. You've got to be able to rotate guys in, fresh bodies, and you can't take a drop. You can't have a significant drop-off from your starters to your second and your third team. That's what really everybody's starters in the SEC are really good. But where you start getting into the teams that separate themselves in this league is the depth. And when you have to go to the second and the third guy, especially on the defensive and offensive lines. I know offensive line doesn't sub as much, but you've got to have depth there too, because if somebody goes down, you don't want ring around the rosy like we've had to do it the last several years. Instead, you want to plug another guard in, somebody that's worked at that position, understands that position. You don't want to have to take a tackle, move him to guard, move a center over to tackle, and then put another center in. So that's what we've had to do at Auburn the last several years, but we're building depth. And so we know a lot of those things have had to take time with Coach Freeze and his staff, and we're starting to see it play out. We're going to go ahead and take our first break here at Bunkers. We're excited to be at Bunkers here. It's Masters Week. Faith probably won't say much about who she likes or who she's going to predict to win, so I'll kind of throw my 2 cents worth in on that. Later in the show, I'll even give you a shot at it. I mean, you don't have to. We're not going to hold you to the fire.
I might have to make a phone call really quick.
There you go.
And then I'll
come back.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair enough. We'll let you do that. All right, we're going to take a break. Stay tuned. More of the Auburn Blitz here on this Friday right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Have you heard? The Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle just officially reset the bar. With track-tuned suspension and a comfortable chassis, plus a torquey 776cc parallel twin engine with quick shift. This bike won't compromise. And with qualified buyers getting as low as 1.99%, financing for 36 months, neither will you. Head into Adams Motorsports in Montgomery to experience the Suzuki GSX 8R, the new standard of sport. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you looking for a great deal on a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC full-size truck? Check out the Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierras side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. Make the savings drive to Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz here on this Friday, live at Bunkers. Actually, not live, but we're recording it, but it's live as you're watching it. So, but it's recorded here at Bunkers. It's Masters Week. Make sure you come out to Bunkers in downtown Auburn on West Glen. 50 parking spots here. Parking is never a problem here at Bunkers.
No, we've never had a problem here, and I know a lot of people that have been coming here, and it's very convenient because it's just in the parking garage and right downtown, so it's convenient to everywhere for you.
And everywhere down here is not convenient.
No.
So this is a very convenient spot.
So yeah, it's our I want to say favorite place to come.
There's
in Auburn.
no doubt. It's definitely one of the favorites.
Yeah, one of our favorites.
But we walk in, and then you get great customer service, and then you get great food. Then you have great entertainment. They've got 2 great bars here. I'll go back over the specials that they have going on this weekend through Masters Weekend. So make sure you come out to Bunkers, support them. We're very appreciative of their partnership with us here on the Auburn Blitz. All right, Faith, practice yesterday. You and I were at practice for the whole viewing window. Guys were getting after it. I'll start on the defensive side of the football because everybody just wants to talk about offense all the time. But a couple guys that stood out to me and you, Kieron Crawford and Jared Smith. There's going to be some more that we talk about, but start on the defensive front. Kieron Crawford coming back, really was a good player last year, the transfer from Arkansas State. Loved his motor and his leadership on the field. And then the young guy, Jared Smith, up front. And I've been telling you to watch him over the last several weeks. And, man, he made a couple of plays on the defensive front that were like 3-4 year guys, old guys that have been on the team. And one play where he took a step out and then he got the tackle to take that step out, and then he quickly moved inside. And if they were in a live action football game, it would have been a holding penalty, but he blew that play up. And then there was another quick pass where he timed it and knocked the ball up in there. It was almost intercepted. Love his athleticism and what he brings as a true freshman.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've talked about a lot of the sizes with these freshmen because, they're coming out of high school and they're getting in this weight program and stuff like that. But I think him from when we first saw him to now I think he's really starting to get after it and put on some more muscle and
understanding what he's got to do at that position. Right. That's part of it with freshmen. A lot of people don't understand. Sometimes guys come in, they're physically ready, but maybe grasping the concept and
it's a different game when it's at the collegiate level than it is in high school. I mean, think about a 1A kid coming in. I mean, you're not playing against an SEC offensive line. When
You are absolutely the dude on your
Yeah.
team and probably in your region, and you're so much more dominant. And, you know, I know one of the visitors that we saw here yesterday was Jaquez Wilkes from Wadley. And again, that's another example. It's not a cut against the high school, but he's, you know, what he's required to do at a 1A school, he's playing linebacker. He's probably, I mean, I don't know if he punts. I know, like, there's a lot of guys when you're that athletic, you kind of play a bunch of positions. And, of course, you're running the football a lot. And then maybe at a bigger school, he's playing some different things. And just the bottom line is, you're right, it is a transition for a lot of these kids, even that play 6A, 7A football. I mean, like Jared Smith's a 7A guy from Thompson.
Right.
So
it's just the mentality of it too. And there's just a lot more on the mental side that you have to learn. And when you are a kid that was that good in high school, you're out on the field in college with every single person was just like you, if not better.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, he was very impressive though. I was very pleased to see, you know, the talent that he was putting out there. So, yeah, good things from him.
And you've always been impressed with Kieran Crawford.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I talked to him last year before one of the games, and he didn't start playing football until his senior year of high school.
So crazy.
And they got recruited. He is also just one of those people where he's just got that energy and his character is just so good that you want to root for people like that.
No doubt.
He was, I mean, I was so happy to see he was coming back. And I mean, again, with him, he was learning more about football. I asked him about, I don't know what it was I asked him. And he said, it was about football a couple of years back. And he said, oh, I don't know. I didn't watch football or I didn't do it. And I was like,
it's crazy.
Oh my gosh, because his his football IQ was just, it's there, you know? So, I mean, yeah, he was, it's always great to see him, but the way that he was playing today or yesterday was
phenomenal. You expect that coming back. DJ Durkin, you know, watching him coach out there and, you know, top to bottom, I mean, we can go level all the way through from the defensive line all the way down to the secondary. But another guy that stood out to us is another freshman, Anquan Newboy Fagans. And, man, did he made about 4 plays that just – I mean, he had a couple – had an interception, had another really good play in the backfield. Just his ability to read plays.
You talk about football IQ level.
He's got it.
Oh my gosh. I mean, he was able to, before either the receiver or whoever was going to go run the route, he read it as the quarterback was thinking of what he was gonna do next.
Right.
And again, at this level, that is so talented for a freshman coming in to do that. We sometimes you hardly even see it in some of the returning vets. And so for him to already have grasped a lot of that, I was beyond impressed today.
Very advanced with what he knows on the defensive side of the ball. A couple more defensive guys, and then we'll go to break, and then we'll come back and talk about the offensive side and what we saw there. But along the defensive front, Jordan Crawford, again, another freshman. I mean, I know that's a theme in what we're talking about. Malik Autry, Jordan Crawford, we watched those guys kind of in a, you know, in between the ones versus ones, 2 versus 2s. They went into their own position groups and worked on some things. And you and I were just kind of watching those 2 guys, particularly because they are new and knew how good they were in high school. And, man, they're going to get a lot of playing time this year.
There's no doubt. And that's another reason why we're talking about looking for the depth in the line, because I mean, these are 2 new boys.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, we saw last year with Malik Blockton how he was able to, you know, really get in and make a huge impact. So, but it is hard when there's only a few.
Right. Well, you know, I told you when we walked over there, I said, man, we have got to get in the portal and get several guys to add for depth pieces. on the defensive line. You just got to have it. I mean, you cannot be thin there. It will show in the worst way. So, all right, we're going to take another break here on the Auburn Blitz. We got a lot more to come right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Senza Green and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout Central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event. Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz here on this Friday, again here at Bunkers in downtown Auburn. love being in Bunkers. This place is awesome. The food's great. It's Masters weekend coming up. They've got Masters specials throughout the weekend. What's up, KJ? How are you doing, buddy? And I'm telling you, man, KJ, West, Allen, these guys are great. Always welcoming us here with open arms, and they will do the same with you. Come out to Bunkers and take advantage of the great food and the great atmosphere and the great service. Can't beat it, I promise you. All right, so we talked about defense. We're at practice yesterday. Let's talk about the offensive side. We'll start with quarterbacks. Obviously, we'll start there. I and you both, speaking on your behalf, I'm sorry. Deuce Knight, look good.
Yeah, he looked good. He's got the read, like we were talking about with new boy Fagans. Yeah,
right.
How he is reading the quarterbacks like that. Well, Deuce is able to read the offense, and just when if what he was originally going to throw, like if that wasn't there, his eyes stay up and he looks to make a play from
his progressions.
Yeah, right. And so that was something that really stuck out with me, that he didn't just go and throw it away, because that's what we've seen a lot in the past years is, oh no, what I was going to do didn't work out, throw it away,
right,
or just go down with it.
Mm-hmm.
And
take a sack, devastating.
Yeah.
Drive killer.
Right. And so that was just a huge thing for me to see, that he kept his eyes up. He kept wanting to make a play happen after.
Yeah, I want to talk about some of the throws he made. One to Malcolm over the middle. You and I were kind of talking about play selection, but it was not his first read. And usually throwing late over the middle is not a good thing. Normally it ends up in either a pick or an incomplete pass. But the amount of velocity he put on that football in a tight window to Malcolm Simmons was unbelievable. I mean, just made a beautiful throw there.
And thanks, Malcolm, for almost running me over and killing me today or yesterday. He went to go make a catch.
You walked down the sideline and you were like,
I know. I was paying attention to what was happening, because
right.
I was about to get my phone out to video what was going on, because Malcolm was right next to me, and I didn't even. I literally could not do anything, because all of a sudden he is just fully running at me, and I didn't even go to move.
Yeah,
like, I was just
froze.
He ran into the wall, and then the padding on the wall ended up like getting caught and like broke down. So Malcolm,
glad he didn't truck you.
Yeah, could have happened.
Yeah, it was very close. I didn't know I was on the other side, and you walked down and you went, Malcolm,
you were just yapping to somebody. I don't know.
Yeah, yapping. She's getting run over down the sideline. So, but anyway,
you wouldn't have known what happened.
I wouldn't have. I really wouldn't have. So, but glad you survived.
Thank you.
Glad you survived. So,
appreciate it.
He looked out for you. He didn't run over you. Hey, that's the liability of standing on the sideline.
Right.
You have to pay attention. You have to know what's going on. And but Malcolm, look, 2 or 3 really good plays. You spotted Horatio Fields right out of the gate, the transfer from Wake Forest. Man, he made 2 unreal catches down the sideline. I think both balls were thrown by Deuce. Mm-hmm. And, we were kind of shielded where we were. But when Deuce let it go, man, it was a gorgeous ball. And then we had to just kind of wait to see what the sideline did on the other side, and they erupted. But just that's another piece that you and I have been talking about on the podcast in the mornings of people that we're going to be watching in this receiver room. And he's going to be one that's going to find his way on the field.
Absolutely. And we've been talking about Eric Singleton
also. Oh, man. Yeah, we haven't got him yet.
But honestly, today, and it might have just been the way that the plays were called or whatnot, but we saw more out of Horatio Fields than Eric Singleton in the sense of those elite catches being made,
right.
And those kind of just, is he about to catch it? At one point you said, that's so going out of bounds. And I was like,
no, he caught it.
He caught it. I was like, that was a touchdown. So
yeah, where I was standing, I was like, man, when the ball left his hand, I'm like, man, he threw that away. And then you said, no, Fields just caught it.
Yep.
So great play there. But you mentioned Eric Singleton as well. Sam Turner.
Yeah. I got so nervous. I thought he about broke his ankle. He went to go run and make a cut. And I don't know what it was, if it was his cleats in the turf or what. But I mean, he popped right back up. He's fine. But he had some really good looks today too.
He did. You know, again, we know what Cam, and again, we talked about Malcolm, but you know, the depth at receiver. I mean, you're really 2, if not 3 deep at all the positions. I thought Perry Thompson made some really good plays.
Thompson, yeah, we were just, but I don't know if we talked
couple
about
days
him
ago,
this,
yeah.
or yes,
I think it's a couple
whatever,
days ago. Whatever day it is.
But
So
yeah, he looked really good today too. So he made some other catches that they looked like I wouldn't have known how he did that. I was sitting there just.
I thought you were going to go show him how to catch.
No. I was going to, but that was when I was going to get run over on the sidelines.
And then you changed your mind after Malcolm ran over you. So, Malcolm, she'll never let you live that down, by the way. Even though you didn't run over her, she's going to let you know every time. But I'm very impressed. Running backs, Damari Alston. I asked you going in about Jeremiah Cobb.
He was like, "Where's Jeremiah Cobb?" I was like, "Oh, right there." Yeah. I was like, the one that literally just went in between these two guys. And I don't know if you and I have really talked about his size too much, but he is on the smaller side.
He is.
And today it was like he would just get so low to the ground and just be able to get under people and just keep going through. And he's one of those guys too where he doesn't stop his feet. And just because he's a little bit smaller, that doesn't mean that he's not a bowling ball like we call Damari Alston. Damari today, I will take back what I said, because today I saw him not stopping his feet. He just kept moving straight through. And I was really impressed by that.
More of a running back by committee this year, rather than Jarquez Hunter being, the mainstay. And then, you're going to have certain situations for certain guys, and they're going to have things tailored to them. So, but yeah, I like our backfield. And, Alvin Henderson being a freshman, he's got to grow and get stronger and think. But I like his energy level, and we've seen him carry the ball several times the last couple of weeks, and he looks really good too in between the tackles. I know a lot of people may be concerned about his size and then playing again lower classification football. How would that translate to the SEC? But he's going to have his opportunity, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
All right, we are going to take another break here on the program, so stay tuned. A lot more to come on the Auburn Blitz right after this.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone, 256-750-0381, or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bugs Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bugs Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bugs Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bugsisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
What's the verdict? verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area. Are you ready to showcase your skills and compete with the best in Alabama? The 42nd Alabama State Games are coming to Birmingham and Jefferson County from June 13th through the 15th, and it's your chance to be part of something incredible. Athletes from across the state will compete in sports ranging from archery to wrestling. Those participating in the opening ceremony are eligible for academic scholarships ranging from $500 to $5,000. Mark your calendar. Registration opens March 1st. Visit allagames.com.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz here on this Friday. Couple segments left in the show. We are live at Bunkers today. Our program brought to you every single day by Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and Sensa Green for air that's cool and clean. But also another really, really great partner that we have here on the program. And another one of our staples and our favorites here in Auburn. We got a bunch, but obviously we're here at Bunkers. Another is Pepper Steaks and Wine.
My parents are on their way in town right now.
I knew that. I knew where this was going.
You can imagine their first stop. And I'm bummed because I'm not gonna be able to see them. So I'm upset, but that just means that they're gonna eat well and not have a little rat waiting. Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. I say it every single time. Their steaks and any cut of meat, honestly, from there.
4 chops.
So good, so fresh. And again, I say it every single time. I'm not the biggest wine drinker, but there's wine in there that I like, and that's honestly hard to find because I don't drink that much wine, and I love it. And my parents always get a bottle or two whenever they come in. And so, of course, they've got their Easter specials coming up. So beef tenderloin, mashed potatoes, fresh green beans, salad, rolls. They can do 4 people or they can do 8 people. So, you get to pick different kinds of, meats and veggies and the carb in there of what you get to pick for your family. Why would you?
These prices, go try to eat 4 people at a restaurant for $75.
Oh, you can.
Go try to do that.
I don't think I can go somewhere with 2 people and we can eat for $75.
So the quality's unbelievable, and then you got great prices, and why slave over enjoy Easter? Why slave over a stove when you just have it taken care of?
And they'll cook, you a ham or a Boston butt, and so that I know is something that a lot of people don't want to worry about, because I remember my father trying. Well, he makes some good Boston butts, but
it takes a while though.
It would take so long, and he would have to get up in the middle of the night or in the morning and go check on it. Don't worry about it. we'll just let them take care of it. They've got it, and y'all will be just fine.
Peppertree Steaks and Wine in Auburn and in Montgomery. So make sure you check them out. All right. Just kind of wrapping up this segment. Football practice. We got A-Day coming up tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more of a scrimmage type deal. It's going to be open to the public. It's free. Not going to cost anything, but I'll be there. You're going to be on the road to other places and beyond. But we'll be covering that. So I'm looking forward to hitting you up and telling you what I see and kind of what's going on. And, again, we'll have a report on our stuff. I'll try to post a video from the stadium and let everybody know kind of what's going on. But if you can make it down to A-Day, the weather's supposed to be really nice. It's going to be a good weekend. We'll talk about Auburn LSU coming up. Auburn is, what are they up to, number 9 in the country now in baseball? I think LSU's number 3. So, a top 10 matchup here between Auburn and LSU this weekend. Auburn just took 2 out of 3 from Alabama this past weekend. You went to one of the games, and then Georgia Tech midweek game was a great game. Georgia Tech ranked team. It was a back-and-forth game, but Auburn ends up winning that game. So Auburn really, baseball-wise, finding ways to get it done.
Right. And, again, when I was at the baseball game, there are so many people that are at Plainsman Park. And the game I went to was right before the Final Four. And so the fact that there were still that many people that were out there, Plainsman Park, their new edition of it is beautiful. They've got all the new clubs and stuff like that, but they've also just expanded the whole thing, and it looks awesome. And so make sure if you've got, it's going to be a beautiful weekend. So if you've got any time, go over there. They had a packed night on Friday night where they sold out. So made the highest record of attendance. So yeah, I will be back there at some point.
Yeah, of course. Kind of felt like we got cheated this weekend with Alabama being in town. Kind of the luster of that series was taken away by the Final Four being on Saturday. And, we won't go back down that road. We've talked enough about that. It was disappointing to lose that game on Saturday, obviously, but still a great season for Auburn, a lot accomplished on the basketball side. And another Final Four banner will be hung in Neville Arena. So, again, everybody wants to win the national championship. Only one team can do it. But 4 teams make it to the Final Four, obviously, and that's a feat. That's kind of the goal. And then you got 2 games if you can do it and to win the whole thing. But proud of this team, proud of what they were able to accomplish. Kind of got a second wind there in the NCAA tournament, played really well after they kind of stumbled around with Alabama State, winning the game against Creighton and then owning the state of Michigan with Michigan and Michigan State. And then, ended up finishing with Florida and had a big lead at half, let it go away. And then Florida did that the whole tournament. They got down in a hole and found a way to dig it.
Every single game it felt like. And that's why I really thought we were going to be able to run away with it.
They do. But, hey, sometimes you got to tip your hat. Florida won the national – I don't really want to go back over it either. But a couple minutes left here on this segment, then we'll close out with the final segment coming up. But wrapping up football, again, come out to A-Day. Will be a nice weekend. Anything else that stood out to you over the last couple of weeks that you wanted to kind of share with everybody?
Yes, actually. Saw Alex McPherson today, and boy, does he look good. He looked so much better than he did. He had to deal with that illness at the beginning of last season, and, it's hard getting sick and,
and he went through it.
That takes away so much of your muscle and so much of all your good fats and stuff like that. And already for a pretty small boy, it was really sad to see. I would see him at church and stuff like that. But, I saw him. We saw him yesterday, and he looks so much better. He looks healthy. He looks happy. He's got color in him. And so he was all dressed in pads and everything, and so
putting weight back on.
Oh yeah,
look good.
Yeah, so. It looked awesome, and so that was great to see because again, last season.
I was worried he's not going to be able to play football.
I didn't think he would. I feel like I remember somebody talking last year and then saying that they don't think he'll be making a return. So good for him for conquering the odds. Yeah, he looks awesome, and we need him back this year.
100%.
We need him back
100%.
this year.
Definitely, and again, no cut on Towns Magoo or anybody else, but those guys probably were thrust into that situation a little bit sooner than they wanted to be, or Auburn wanted them to be. But again, nothing you could do. It was just a bad break, and trust me, I know Alex didn't want to be sidelined with what he was dealing with. So good to see him back and going to be healthy this year, it looks like. All right, up against our final break of the show. One final segment coming up right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sense Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
SignSource is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz final segment here on the show on this Friday. We really appreciate all of you out there that watch and listen every single day to our podcast and to our show here at noon. And can't thank our sponsors enough. We're here at Bunkers. That was Faith's idea. Not that I had to twist her arm to come here.
No, I wanted the steak sliders.
That's right. And it's Masters Week.
And it's Masters Week, and I thought I could show off some of my new skills that Brendan Valdez, he tried to help me.
Yeah, he did all he could. So what he had to work with. So
what he had to work with, okay.
That's right. You did pretty well. You'll be catching Faith and Brendan next Friday. Sarah Hubbard, that interview just came out today.
Make sure you go watch it after you finish watching this and share it with everybody you know.
Share it with everybody you know. Masters Week, some specials here for Bunkers for you guys. I'm going to come out Saturday and Sunday, 50% off transfusions, 50% off Peachy Palmers, $5 Good Body iced teas. All you rebels out there, $1 Jello shots and $1 Busch Light as well. So master specials going on. They've got great food. The food is second to none, just unbelievable. We just keep coming back. It's a treat to always come in here at Bunkers. And you can see the simulator behind us. There's all types of different games that you can play on this. You can rent these bays out, bring your family, your friends, just have a great time here in downtown Auburn. Plenty of parking spots. You don't have to worry about any of that as well. So let's finish up. Auburn had a guy, Ja'Kai Howard, go in the portal, basketball. Obviously you and I weren't shocked by that. We talked about it earlier in the week, but kind of figured it was a possibility and it happened.
Yeah, disappointing for sure, just because we were kind of we thought that he was getting out of his kind of funk with Auburn, and I was thinking he kind of turned that corner, and it was just kind of disappointing that he left. But again, we want what's best for him. No bad blood anywhere with the Auburn family and him. So if he can go somewhere and he's got the skill set and the athleticism.
Anywhere but Alabama.
Please.
Yep.
Please.
Anywhere but Alabama. So, wish you nothing but the best, Jakai. So, again, you and I talked about this yesterday. And, one of the things that you're looking at is replacing the guys down low. Dylan Cardwell and Janai Broom. You got to have bigs now. And you look at Florida, you look at Michigan, you look at these teams like Auburn that made, deep runs. They had the inside and the outside game, able to, if somebody took one away, the other could get you. And so, I think Auburn's gone out and done a really good job so far in the portal and getting some guys that all kind of look the same, a bunch of 6', 7-ish guys that can handle the basketball and have a rangy jump shot, but maybe not the most physical guys that you need down low, a 6'9" to 6'10", 11 guy that can really bang around and get rebounds and stuff. But still trying to add some pieces. You lose Denver Jones and Miles Kelly, so you're replacing some guards out there. You got Caden Magwood coming in. That's a freshman. But here's some updates, Faith, for everybody. Maryland guard Rodney Rice has included Auburn on his list of schools. So that's a kid that, again, averaged about 13.8 points a game, 37% from outside the arc. He's a guy that's a possibility. And then you and I talked about the kid from Mississippi State, a big kid from Ramsey High School that would be a big hit if we could fill one of those spots down low.
Yeah, I mean, he's a 6'10" guy, so he's huge, and hopefully we can bring him back inside the state because we went over to that other state that I'm over in sometimes.
You hang out over there.
Yeah, no, I'd like to bring him back over to this side of the border.
Right.
So hopefully he can come over here and fill in some of those big shoes, literally, that are leaving us. So we saw how Mississippi State was a pain in the butt to go up against this year. And him too, him especially.
Keyshawn Murphy. Again, you'll watch him. But again, incoming Caden Magwood, Tahad Pettiford, maybe the X factor here. Going in the draft, testing the waters. Where's his, potential pick going to be? We've seen 30 up to 26. Again, I think if you get drafted in the first round, you got some tough decisions to make. But with NIL now and the competitiveness of that and the need Auburn has with getting a guy like Tahad Pettiford back, I think, it's going to be a really tough decision for him.
Oh, there's no doubt. We need him to come back. There's no doubt about that. So with Denver leaving too, that we've seen Tahad pick up on Denver's defense and looking like him on the defensive side and how talented Denver was. So Tahad is just on both sides of the court a huge impactful player on the team.
Right. No doubt about it. Major piece to what Auburn needs to bring back. A couple more that we want to talk about. Keyshawn Hall from Central Florida was a massive pickup in the portal for Auburn. Right. Just a really dynamic guy, can handle the basketball. He's a forward/guard. He can play that guard position if needed, along with Sebastian Williams Adams coming in. Again, another 4-star guy in the 25 class. So Auburn there, power forward, losing Chaney Johnson and Darian Scott. Then you add Keyshawn, you add Keyshawn Hall into that mix, and Sebastian Williams Adams just kind of fill that position there. Maybe the last one we'll talk about here before we go off, Chad Baker-Mazar. What's going to happen with him? What NIL is he going to demand? Again, like we said, we got a lot of guys that look similar. we got to go buy, and I hate to say it though, we got to go buy some bigs inside.
Right.
So where does that leave Chad Baker?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of Auburn people really love Chad, and I think Chad loves Auburn. So we've seen the good that Chad can get from Auburn, and he's been posting it all over his social medias. Do I come back? What's the next step? All that kind of stuff. So I really think it's going to be a tough decision of, whether or not we keep him or he finds somewhere else to go with his year of eligibility. And I know I don't want to see him go, but it's not up to me. No one cares.
Yeah, they do. People care. They care what you say. And you want him back. I would take Chad Baker back immediately.
Yeah.
And I think most Auburn fans would too. Well, Faith, we're out of time here. It's been great here at Bunkers. This place is awesome. Proud partners here on the program with us. We can't thank them enough. Can't thank our corporate partners, J. Smith Construction, Excavation, Sense of Green for Air That's Cool and Clean, and then Russell Dewitt Center Building Supply Stores for allowing us to bring you this program each and every day. Again, thank you to all of you that have subscribed to our YouTube channel. Continue to push the word out there. If you like our content, spread that word. And we would love to continue to grow in that manner. So but we're about to get out of here. Happy Friday to everybody. Everybody have a fun, safe weekend. For Faith Richardson, I'm Brett Pritchard saying, we've enjoyed it. We'll be out. See you next time.